What is good, y'all? It's your boy Jones, and welcome to Jones for Sports. We make sports better, and welcome to another episode of Locker Room Sunday. As always, I'm your host Jones, joined with my other two hosts, E and Luke. What's up, fellas?
What up?
Good.
Not much. Same shit, different day. Like we all are, quarantined, bored, waiting for sports.
Some of us are working. Don't. No.
Some of us.
Essential. See this? This is what essential looks like. According
have fun being essential. But yeah, so today's episode, we're going to talk about our team's records. Pretty much, we'll go over the schedule and pretty much give our predictions and how well we think our team will do. And then we'll go into some notable games that we want to keep our eyes open for. But before we start this episode, we cannot start this episode without thanking each and every one of our Patreon members, especially the four that joined us over the past few days. Luke's mom and dad, appreciate you. Luke's family, the Coffee family, shout out to you guys. My cousin, and I think we had one other person. I'll get your name. Don't worry. I'll shout you guys out once we put this out. But just wanted to say thank you to all you guys. Spread the word and just continue to help us make sports better. But like I said before, the NFL schedule is out and we're all excited. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was a little nervous looking at my schedule. Like really going over it and really like penciling over who's going to win, shit like that. Because y'all know what I went through last year after the hype that I had last year. For those that don't know, my predictions from last year was 13-3. Clearly, we weren't 13-3. So this year, I'm going to scale it back a little bit, be a little, grounded on this one.
Which is crazy because I would say you guys have a better offense going into this year.
That's the crazy thing. That's the real crazy thing. We look better than we did last year. But I'm just not gonna make that same mistake I made last year and get myself amped for no fucking reason, because regardless of the talent that we have on paper, they got to show up on Sundays, and we know the Cowboys. They're just a mess. But I will say this one thing. A lot of people have said this, and I agree with it. Cowboys are usually a every other year team. Every other year, we're 13-3 and then 8-8. 13-3, 8-8, 12-4. So I ain't gonna say we're gonna go back to 13-3 because the NFL did get better. A lot of teams got better this year, so I'm not gonna go that far. But I'll give you my record first before I break it down. I have the Cowboys being 10-6 this year, and that can, I'm like this because there's some games where I think we could win them, but at the same time, we could lose them. So there's always those toss-up games. So let me just go through them kind of quick. We got the Rams open. Go ahead, Steve.
May I ask you one question?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What's your prediction on in-division record?
Division record? Let me get that for you right now because I have it.
I'm going to tell you one thing off the rip. I don't think you sweep the Giants.
Their division, obviously, we don't think the Eagles will be their biggest task.
Yeah, just something. At least speaking on the Cowboys, at least I feel like you guys will probably drop against the Giants at MetLife. You'll probably lose against Philly somewhere, and you'll probably sweep Washington. But they're sneaky good defense, though.
Yeah,
it's funny you say that because I have something like that, but I don't. I have a sweeping Eagles. I don't have a sweeping.
So
the Redskins or Giants.
You have it as we'll beat the tougher opponent and struggle against the ones that we should beat. Yeah,
pretty much.
I see what you got in here.
Yep. So the Eagles, I'm really not worried about at all. Based off of what I seen last year, they were pretty much the same team as us, and especially with they got Wentz back there, and then they didn't make their offense that much better. and that defense is solid, but they fell back a little bit too last year. So I'm not really worried about them. They got to prove it to me in order for me to be scared of them.
What weeks do you play Philly?
We got Philly week 8 and week 16.
Okay, by week 16, Wentz is guaranteed hurt.
No, week 16 is going to be Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, pretty much. But at that point, I'll make the argument now. Jalen Hurts, for as dumb as that pick is on paper, could arguably be a scarier matchup for you.
I agree. But him being a rookie, I'm not scared. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared of these rookies. So, let's start off with week 1. We're at Rams. We're going to open that building with a dub, motherfucker. Yeah, I said it. We opening the new stadium with a dub. I said it. I know a lot of people, that's not going to happen. No, it's going to happen. That Rams team is not the same. They had that one good year, and it's over.
Yeah.
I don't think the Rams are going to be – I think they put so much into that one year that it just kind of fell apart after that. So,
no,
I'm confident in our team right now, especially with Gurley not being himself and
Gurley,
golf and all that.
Gurley ain't even there. The best player in football.
Gurley's in Atlanta.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he went back home.
You're forgetting about the overall pound for pound best player in football.
I know. I'm not. Donald that's a given, but I'm not. I'm talking about the bad players. I ain't talking about the good ones.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can't shit on the fact that they have Aaron Donald there. They have
And by the way, Cooper Kupp will be back healthy.
You know, they do have their defense.
Josh Reynolds is still there. Their defense is decent.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not saying they're not decent, but I'm not worried about them. I'm not.
But
I'm not. I think we're a better team than them.
I can agree. The thing I can agree on is, with it being like the opening of a new stadium, it's always a toss-up. The home team either plays crazy or they shit the bed.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. I'm one of those teams.
Exactly.
We lost.
I bring that up.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So week 2, we got the Falcons. Gave us a dub. Week 3, we got Seahawks at Seahawks. Gave us an L.
Okay.
Seahawks are going to be the Seahawks.
That's probably the toughest place to play.
That's at Seattle?
Exactly.
That's at
Seattle.
Seattle.
It's at Seattle.
Oh, that's 100%.
Yeah. Browns, W. Giants week 5, W. That's home for us. Home for the Cardinals, W. But I think that one could be a toss-up. I think the Cardinals got better, so that one could be a toss-up.
That could be a sneaky game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, have fun against the axe murderer. By the way, that's what I'm dubbing Isaiah Simmons now.
Right. What was I going to say about that though?
That's a
my thing for me. It's not really our offense that I'm worried about. It's the defense. I know we have a solid defense, but we have to get back to where we were 2 years ago. If we can get back to where we were 2 years ago, I'm a lot more confident in this team. And some of these losses that I put on there, I would give us W's, but I'm just not confident in our defense yet.
As it should be, because you lost your number 1 corner.
Yeah, but if he was.
Yeah, but still, the guy, when he was there, he was your number 1 guy there.
Yeah, he was.
Whether he's a true number 1 or not, because he's probably not even the best on the Dolphins. But when he was with you guys, he was your number 1. So it's going to affect, because we all know your weakest part of your defense is your secondary.
Yeah, I would say so.
Now, you go that Arizona game, that hurts when you got DeAndre Hopkins there.
It does, but we'll see.
No, to me, just before you go, saying you guys will win, I agree. That's a game you guys will probably win, but I just think that's a sneaky game because Arizona's got a slept-on defense.
Right. The reason why I think we're going to win that game is because Arizona hasn't really, they haven't really tackled their offensive line, which was, if I'm not mistaken, was the worst in the league last year.
It's bottom 3.
Yeah.
And so I think with the guys that we have, we still got pretty much everyone coming back on our defense besides I forgot Quinn left, but we got 2 guys that used to be on the team. What the fuck is his name? The weed head dude.
Randy Gregory.
You guys know who?
Randy Gregory.
Gregory.
Boy.
He has potential to be really good if he can fucking stay on the field.
You should try to get him on Jones with the Smoke or some shit like that.
I will. All the smoke heads, I'm gonna just send them DMs and
pull
shit.
Up, for real.
You get Martavis Bryant too while you're at it.
For real.
Pull up.
Huh?
Just tell him pull up.
Word up.
Yeah.
Week 7 at Redskins. I gave us an L for that because I think the Redskins got better this year. I really, really love their coach pickup. I really do. I'm a big fan of damn, I'm drawing a fucking blank today.
Ron Rivera.
John Rivera. God damn.
Ron Rivera.
Yeah, I really like that pickup for them. I think that's going to change the culture there. And they weren't that bad last year. They just had a few holes in their offense and defense. But if they fix those little issues, they're going to be a lot better because some of those losses that they had this year, they could have easily won. So I think the Redskins are going to be a better team this year. And we're going to take an L at them, especially it being a rival game. When it comes to our division, there's never a given W. Never. Week 8 at Philly. Like I told you guys earlier, I'm giving us a W for that. I'm not afraid of the Eagles at all, especially with all the injury issues that they keep having. And, for that team, especially being where they were, I know they had a different quarterback in Foles, and they went on a magical run. But if you think about it, I'm not saying that this is a fact, but are we confident that with Wentz, they would have went to the Super Bowl that year? Are we very confident that they would have did it? No, right? Exactly. So
I mean, I've always been one to say that he's an overpaid, injury-prone fucking quarterback.
Exactly. So I've never been really confident in Wentz. So I'm just not confident in that team at all, especially after they went to the peak and then started going down from there. So it's hard to get back to that place. And I know Luke is looking at his schedule right now because the next game is the Steelers. And I gave us an L. But let me explain. If Ben is not there, I don't think we're losing that game. It's only if Ben is there. But what do you feel about that?
Obviously.
Yeah. I can't argue.
I didn't know if you were gonna say no. We still got you regardless.
That'd be like Luke saying yeah, we'll beat the Ravens if they don't have Lamar Jackson.
You're right.
Well, you guys like to fucking troll me.
But if anything, if there's one thing we know is we've seen what the Steelers look like without Ben.
Yeah.
And it isn't great.
Right. So I give us the L. I mean the L if Ben's there.
Is that in Pittsburgh or Dallas?
Dallas.
It's at home. It's at home for us. But us playing the Steelers is always a great game. It's always
also bear in mind it doesn't matter where the fucking Steelers play. At least half that stadium is going to be black and yellow. Even Dallas.
Yeah, I agree.
You guys travel well. You guys definitely travel well.
Week 10 we got a bye. Week 11 we got at the Vikings. That's going to be a tough one. But I'm giving us the W only because it's a revenge game. It's a revenge game. I think we always respond well to revenge games. So I'm giving us the W on that. I'm not sold on Kirk Cousins. They just lost Diggs. I'm not worried about them. They still got a solid defense. I understand all that.
The only reason I'm going to agree with you there is because you have a bye week in front of it.
Exactly. That helps as well.
And there's
the Vikings.
And there's at least a 50% chance Dalvin Cook is hurt too by that point.
Right. And they whipped our ass last time. And I think we're going to bounce back. We got to bounce back. Week 12, we got the Redskins home. We're getting a W this time around. I don't think we'll lose back-to-back to that team. Week 13, at Ravens. That's a quick L. That's a quick L. Where Lamar's gonna run all over us. Oh man, it's gonna be. I don't even think I'm gonna watch that game.
No,
Disgusting.
I'll make sure we're present to watch that somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I might be sick that day.
Nah, yeah. Yeah, I know
Week 14 at Bengals W. I think they'll be a good team, but they're not gonna. I don't think they have enough right now to beat us. Week 15, 49ers home, but I give us an L on that one. I think they just came back from the Super Bowl. I think they're still a great team. They didn't lose any, key players besides their receiver, but
they lost one of their top defensive linemen.
Right, but with their offense losing their one of their top receivers, they picked up a good receiver in free agency or in the draft, didn't they?
I don't know.
Didn't they replace what's his name?
No.
Sanders,
yeah.
No, they didn't. What? They also lost Mostert.
Right, but I heard that they replaced one of them.
Well, Jerick McKinnon's been there the last 2 years, but he's coming off 2 knee injuries.
Yeah, he's been there though, right? He's been there last or at least a year with them.
To me, I'm giving you guys that game.
The 49ers?
Yep. Yeah, I would agree.
Super Bowl hangover. Jimmy G was exposed in the Super Bowl with pressure. Don't have the weapons. They lost a pretty good defensive lineman.
I think they're still going to be a top team.
Yeah, but that's who they replaced is Buckner because they drafted Kinlaw.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
They replaced the defensive lineman. They didn't replace Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
I knew they replaced somebody. I couldn't remember who it was.
I think they even released another wide receiver.
They traded Marquise Goodwin.
Yeah, and they got rid of Goodwin. So
they got rid of Goodwin?
You got to worry about George Kittle. That's it. Kittle.
They're retarded. I didn't know about Goodwin. That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's literally him and Deebo Samuel.
That's it. And with Jimmy G on the ball, you don't know what you're going to get anyway. So I'll give you guys that game.
All right, now knowing that they don't have no offense now, I'm going to change that because that's retarded. That makes no sense. When you already don't have a quarterback that's good enough, and then you take away his weapons, that don't make any sense.
They can still run on anybody.
Yeah, but it's going to change a little bit when you're just a one-headed monster. They had 3 running backs last year.
Mm-hmm. Conversely,
they had 3. They ran by committee.
Be advised though, you may not score more than 17 points in that game.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Their defense is still solid. And then week 16, we got the Eagles. Like I said, we're not losing to them this year, at least in my opinion. And then week 17 at the Giants, I gave us an L because I think, regardless, depending on, seeding and shit like that, if we're in the playoff conversation, they're not going to play their starters. But yeah, it all really depends on the seeding and shit like that. But if we need that game against the Giants, I'm confident we can beat that. But yeah, so my schedule is down to 10-6, but that can easily be 12-4 or 8-8 again.
Real in-depth analysis there. Well, we could go undefeated, but we could not win any.
Right.
But no, I that 10-6 is I would say fair. I mean, I don't think you did a typical bullshit fan move and said, "Oh, we're going 15-1," or
right.
There's none of that.
Yeah. Not this year.
No.
All right, so who's next? So I can shit on your teams.
I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go last on this one.
I'll go. I ain't scared.
Do it up.
All right, for us.
4-12.
You know what?
4-12.
I'm glad you say 4-12 because my house city, come pull up. You can smoke over there. Don't worry. Pull up, smoke. Nah, for us, I want to say like I can give the answer like 10-6, but hell no. You said you was worried about the schedule. You don't have to face the defending champs twice a year.
Yep.
Mhm.
Not only that, we got to see Drew Brees this year.
Uh,
We got to see Tom Brady this year.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see the whole AFC East. I'm not worried about quarterback-wise. There's some defense there. Buffalo I'm worried about.
mhm.
But for us, I don't have a perfect number, but I have it from 7-9 or 8-8
Okay.
or to
What was
9-7.
your record
Yeah.
last year?
I think we were 6-10.
Okay.
So obviously, we start off the season Monday Night Football. We always do at home against Tennessee.
Mm.
Scared, we're gonna beat them. We're gonna
You're
beat.
gonna beat them, you said?
We're gonna beat them. We beat them last year in Denver. I know it was Mariota, but it's all right. Hello. If anything is shown, what do you gotta do? Stop Henry. We got it.
Yeah.
Our defense is. We got the defense, and let's not remember we picked up Jarrell Casey from the Titans.
Yeah. Can I give you a quick bit of insight?
Go ahead.
Disregard Mariota.
I'm not worried about it.
Who the fuck on your team? Boye can't play the slot.
Right.
He's stuck on Corey Davis. Their best receiver is going to be running all over the middle.
Well, the plan is, if
Okay.
the fucking guy's there and he's playing this year, Bryce Callahan will be the slot.
Okay, and no offense to Bryce Callahan, A.J. Brown is dusting Bryce Callahan.
All right. Listen, the whole plan is up front. Get to the quarterback early. And if you know
That's
that's one
what y'all
thing
need to
we
do.
know how to do is we get to the quarterback.
Oh, yeah, you have Von Miller, of course.
And
For sure.
a healthy Bradley Chubb coming back.
Yeah, oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Week 2, we go to Pittsburgh. Now, I'm going to listen to Luke because it's true. They don't lose home openers. That's their home opener. So I'm going to give them that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give them that.
As you
Especially
should.
because we all know Ben will probably still be healthy by then.
But week 2? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have the luxury of saying if Ben's not there. Ben's going to be there in week 2.
When did he go out last year? Didn't he go out early last year? Like
Week 2.
week 3?
Week
Week
2.
2, right?
We still won that game, though.
So we might be the team that takes him out.
It might be. You might have to.
I'm calling it now. By week 2, Connor will be hurt.
But I'm gonna tell you this: I'll give y'all that game just because y'all at home.
Yeah, we don't lose the home opener.
Because we
ever.
play each other well. We play you guys. It's always a dogfight.
We can't beat you at Mile High for
Oh
shit.
no, Ben
But
can't win
at the river.
Ben cannot
That's what I was
win
gonna
in
say.
Denver.
At sea
I was
level.
gonna say if it was in
at
Denver, it would be a different story.
The last time Ben played in Denver, he threw a game-ending pick to the defensive tackle.
Yep, I remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember
That was
that.
also, he also threw a 97-yard touchdown to Juju, and he threw a touchdown to fucking Villanueva in that same game. Go figure.
Week 3.
That was Boswell.
Week 3. We got Brady coming to town. I'm sticking with my boys. Brady, if there's one place Brady has a losing record in, it's in Denver.
Absolutely,
and I was watching ESPN today, and even one of the guys said he gives the Tampa at least a month before they start clicking well. Because you're not going to have a typical offseason to, get together with everything. It's a whole new offense and everything. We might not even see Gronk playing that game. Who knows?
That's true, too.
Yeah, I think Gronk's not playing till mid-season.
So after that, New York, we play the Jets, a game I hope I can be in attendance for. It's a Thursday night game. That game wears me out because the last time we played it, they whooped our fucking ass, boy. And I was in attendance for that. They whooped our ass, but we had checked down Case Keenum. We did have Case Keenum, who was afraid to throw the ball more than 15 yards. And then they did have Roby got killed for us, and then the Jets, Roby Anderson, murdering him. He's not there no more. So just because I don't know with the Jets, I'm gonna give us that game.
Yeah, with the Jets, you never know right now.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah.
After that, it's surprising that I'm gonna say it. We go to the Patriots. Patriots gonna beat us. Just because it's in New England.
Just because it's New England, yeah.
No, it's in New England, and fucking that's another place we can't win. We can't win there. We cannot win.
Gonna take the L from Stid. Stid the man.
We're gonna lose to Belichick.
Stid the kid.
Belichick might fucking quarterback that game. Who knows? It might be Edelman. After that, week 5 versus the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, talking some shit to Fred and the boys.
And you know I'm taking us that game. I already started the text with Freddie. I told him you better hope it's Fitzpatrick because we might hurt Tua again. Yeah, I'm giving us that game. After that, we get our first division matchup, which is against the Kansas City Chiefs at home.
Don't matter.
You know I'm giving them that game. I mean, if anything, last year we almost took care of Mahomes by knocking him out, but he turned it up on us. After that, we got a bye. Then we play Atlanta in Atlanta. I give us that. Atlanta doesn't scare me. I know they got Julio, but Matt Ryan's trash right now. Todd Gurley, who knows if he'll even be playing by then. And then we play our first game in Vegas. Shout out my boy Callie, Raiders fan. Callie, you already know. We're going to beat them. Don't respect the Raiders at all. I don't care. Don't respect them at all. Oh, I didn't say our in-division record prediction for us. It'll be 3-3.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be 3-3. We're going to sweep either the Chargers or the Raiders. I'm calling it. And we're going to get swept by the Chiefs, obviously. With that being said, being that I said we beat the Raiders, we're going to play the Chargers. At home, we're going to beat them. Don't know who their quarterback's going to be. We got a good defense and all, but we still got to score to win. We still got a good defense. The next game we play is against the Saints. I'm going to give them that. I'll give the Saints that game. But there's a part of me that wants to give us that game just because it's in Denver.
Oh, it's in Denver. Okay.
Oh, no, if it was in the Superdome.
It definitely makes a difference.
If it was in the Superdome, that's automatically we lost.
I want to know. I'm going to look up what Drew Brees' record is out there.
Just remember, we ended his career in San
Diego. He's one of those. Yeah.
I don't think he's played. I don't know. I gotta check too. I would like to see how many times has he been there since.
Right. That's what I'm trying to find out.
So this is where we're gonna go on a losing streak. After that, we play the Chiefs in Kansas City. So that's 2 losses back to back. Yes, sir.
We're gonna go on a losing streak.
Yes, sir. Then we go and play Carolina. I'm giving us that. I don't really care. Teddy Bridgewater. Their defense is not that good. Their line isn't that great. Last 3 of the season. This is a game I don't think we'll win. Even though it's at home, Buffalo plays us well.
Yeah, Buffalo's a great team.
Buffalo plays us well. So I'll give that to Buffalo. And then the next 2, I'll give it a toss-up. I say we lose to the Chargers at LA, and we finish off beating the Raiders.
Okay.
Listen, I could have easily came out and said, yo, we're going to be 6-0 in the division, 16-0. Obviously, I'm not stupid. We have a young quarterback, young offense. Our line isn't that great, but Drew Lock showed a lot of potential last year.
Yeah,
I think we won like 5 of the 6 games he started. And our defense is going to be improved. You know, and then having the weapons we just put for Lock with, Judy, Hamler, and all these guys, I think we're going to be a decent team,
Yeah. One thing I want to say about your team is you guys definitely got better. I think you guys got better. The key piece is, I think, for your offense especially, is the chemistry between your quarterback and those receivers. You got receivers now. You got weapons around him. So if that's the guy, he's going to have to step up because this is going to be his year to do it.
And I forget to mention the addition on the offense as well was Melvin Gordon, who'll be big.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, you got the pieces. What was it? What did you say your final record
I
was?
said between 7-9 to 9-7.
Yeah, I can see
If
that.
he is
I
floating
can see
around that, or 8-8, like one of those three, that middle of the pack type of thing, where we might make the last, we might steal a wild card, we might just miss out.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. Is it time for the show?
For the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, fucking. You fucking dick. Anywho, let's see if this works. Ooh, it did work.
Oh, look at him!
Yeah.
Wants to put the
By the way,
Steelers record.
first off, you see that? With us iPhone people, we call this the flex arm. Green screen life.
Well,
But-
guess what? I bet you take it down, you'll never put that thing back up mid-season. That shit'll be gone.
Oh no, it'll be a fridge magnet with my first order from the Steelers Pro Shop.
Yeah, that's what I do. You ain't lying. There's gonna be a couple Denver orders on my point. There's gonna be some jerseys and some hoodies bought from me.
Yep. Okay, so I'm not going to do this Wheel of Fortune style and physically turn to the screen. I'm not a weatherman. However,
You should get a pen, knock them.
the fucking laser pointer. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we do have. Right over yonder, we got week 1 at the Giants. That is let me see. That's the first Monday night game before E's game. That's a dub. And there's already some shit talk between like Golden Tate and a couple of the Steelers, namely Chase Claypool, which I love. Way to stick your head into the fucking fire there, Rook. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Week 2, our fucking home opener against Denver. We don't ever lose home openers. So, sorry, E, we're winning that game. Week 3 versus the Texans at home. Why would they scare me without Deshaun, without Nuke?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I play Lamar twice a year. Deshaun Watson doesn't really startle me either.
Right.
He just doesn't.
I mean, yeah, you play the most athletic quarterback twice a year.
Mm-hmm. So that's a quick.
Before you go on, Luke,
go ahead.
I don't know if you guys heard about that new contract that they're talking about for him. You guys heard about the new contract?
For Lamar?
For Deshaun Watson.
You might as well fucking pay him. You just traded his best weapon away.
You might as well
throw the
trade
whole
him.
fucking checkbook at him.
Exactly. I saw that, and it pisses me off. He deserves it, but it pisses me off because that means Dak's contract is going to be even higher now.
Yep. This is true.
We're fucked.
Yeah, you are.
At this point, we might have to move on from Dak, man.
I mean, what doesn't
Might
help,
have to come down to that.
What doesn't help is the $100 million you just played Amari Cooper.
Mm-hmm. And the Zeke money.
The Zeke money, you're gonna have most of your money tied up at 3 positions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And especially, not to keep going, Luke, but especially when you even admit that your guys' worst problem is your defense.
Right.
How are you gonna pay to build that defense with all your money tied up to 3 players?
Yeah.
All right, well, we talked about the Steelers, not the Cowboys. So go ahead.
All right, first loss to the season at Nashville. I don't see us beating the Titans. And again, granted, my entire prediction is dependent upon Ben staying healthy. If we're not, we're 8-8 again for sure.
Right.
But if Ben's healthy, this game that won't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Week 5, we're beating Philly. Philly doesn't scare me. They shouldn't scare anybody this year. They're just Philly.
Is that at
What?
Is that in Pittsburgh?
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Week 6, home for Cleveland, win.
Yep, Baker sucks.
The Myles Garrett revenge game.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
So do you send Derek Watt and just fucking take him out?
Yeah. Right at his fucking knees.
Yeah.
Son, you play football. Somebody comes at you, you gotta hit him the next play. Why
have
not?
to.
Right?
That's how it works.
Who swung a helmet
Hell
at
yeah.
him? Right? Somebody's got to come up and let him set the tone.
Somebody got to do
You
it.
got to set that tone early.
First fucking play. It has to happen first play. You got to set the tone first play.
Track block, yeah, boom.
Shit, if anything, for that game, I'm making Cam Hayward a fucking tight end and just fucking mano-y-mano. Him and Villanueva deal with him.
Yeah, just give him shit all fucking day.
Yeah. So we go from the Cleveland game to another loss, which is at Baltimore.
Yeah.
Easy loss. We're not winning that game.
Yeah.
Then we have a bye.
Nice.
Then we go to Dallas, which that is probably in terms of our schedule, I'm going to say that's the most could go either way game of our entire year.
I agree.
Solely on the basis of we don't know who's going to be injured on either team. That'll play a huge role. Number two, it's at Dallas. Helps you guys, but we travel better than any team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an old rivalry game. Like normally the Steelers and Cowboys don't get to play each other much, which sucks.
Right.
But just something.
I think the last time we played was like 3 years ago.
That game was 3 years ago. Yeah. That was when Ben hit you with the fake spike, but left too much time on the fucking clock. And
we won.
Scored with like 8 seconds left. So yeah, that's that. That happened.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, that sucked. But is what it is. So that game, if Ben's playing, winnable. If he's out, we're fucked.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it. And that goes for most of these games.
Yeah.
Home for the Bengals, win. We'll sweep the Bengals. And to answer the question that I know you're going to give me, what's our interdivision record? I'm going to go 3-3. I think we lose at Cleveland.
I mean, obviously, but your biggest task is Baltimore.
I wouldn't be shocked if we split with the Ravens because we usually do, regardless of Lamar or not.
Uh-huh.
It all depends on fucking Ben.
Yeah.
We didn't have him either. We almost beat them last year with fucking Rudolph.
Yeah.
Lost that in overtime by the greatest play of Marlon Humphrey's entire career. So we're gonna throw that out there. Go from home against Cincy, dub. At the worst team in football, the Jacksonville Jaguars, win. Home for the Steelers, Thanksgiving Day. Or home against Baltimore. That's the game we could win. I'm not going to give it to us.
Home, right? You said?
Yeah, it's at home.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be the Thanksgiving night game.
That's the best. Yeah, it is. That's the best game of the fucking day. It's not even close. Then we go home for Washington, win.
Yeah.
Then Sunday Night Football at Buffalo.
That's
lost.
a good one. That's a good one.
That's going to be a fucking 21-17.
Oh, that's going to be a dogfight game, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an AFC North type of game.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, but Buffalo, what sucks is Buffalo is by far the best team in that division now.
Oh, and and it's in December. Let's hope we get some snow and all that shit.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
Give it.
It's going to be
W or L?
In Buffalo, I give me the L.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If it was at Pittsburgh, they beat us in primetime in Pittsburgh last year, too.
Right,
Again,
right.
no Ben, but doesn't matter. At Cincinnati, we'll win. The Bengals can't beat us when we're in their building. They've never, even when you had the best Bengals team arguably ever, they find a way to fuck up against us in their building every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just like you said with the Cardinals, with Kyler Murray, offenses could be sneaky good, dog shit O-line. Against our defense, Burrow will have no time to find any of his targets.
Right.
That if you're a PPR guy, that is the week you start Joe Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
Week 16, home for the Colts. Us and the Colts always play each other very, very interesting. We should have lost to them last year. If who remembers that the holder fucked up the hold for the game-tying field goal.
Oh, yeah.
And Pat McAfee was watching that game live and literally said, fuck, the laces are in.
Yep. Yeah. And it's so crazy how that makes such a big difference.
Yep. And then also, not to mention, in that game, Jacoby Brissett got hurt against us. We still almost lost.
Yeah.
Then week 17, in typical Steeler fashion, at Cleveland, we'll probably lose.
Against Cleveland? Yeah.
I honestly have you guys sweeping them this year. If Ben is healthy.
The entire fucking season is dependent.
Right, depends on that.
Is Ben gonna be fucking healthy?
Yeah.
That's it. That's everything boils down to, is Ben gonna be healthy? And assuming one of our D linemen will probably go out, like they usually do. You can hope it's some fucking nose tackle, Kayvon Walker. Hopefully not, but
yeah, you don't want it. You can't afford for it to be a TJ Watt
or if Minka. No.
Yeah. You can't afford.
Or now the remarkably durable Joe Hayden.
Yeah. Would have known.
Yeah. So I'm not. I'd say we peak at 11-5. I'm putting us in that 10-6 bracket, 9-7. If Ben's hurt, 7-9ish. Yeah. We have an easy schedule for the first time in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm loving these two against the Bengals. I'm loving this game against Washington. The Texans this year don't scare me at all. Even Philly shouldn't scare me. Denver's going to play us hard, but we, in our building, I'm not that worried. The Giants, I love that game.
Mm-hmm. I think, to me, out of us three here, my guys have a tougher schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Based on the fact that you have the whole NFC South, you got Buffalo, you got the Chiefs twice a year.
So let me ask you guys this.
Go ahead.
Out of us three, out of our teams, who do you think has the best record?
Well, to me, you guys have the best chance of winning the division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
For me, my division, us, the Raiders, and the Chargers are all fighting for second place. As much as I hate the Kansas City Chiefs, you can't deny what they are.
Right. I think I won't give us. I mean, I agree. I think we have the best shot to win our division out of us three. But I still think my division is a toss-up when it comes to us, Philly, and.
But in Luke's case,
any one of those 13 could sneak in.
Only thing with Luke's case, I can see, Luke, I can see the Steelers having a better shot than we do at their own division.
Yeah.
Just because Baltimore, but then again, it's Baltimore's still good.
Yeah.
Even though, their safety almost got shot by his wife. Yeah, we ain't talking about that story, but
hold
anyway.
on. First off, may I throw shade on Baltimore? This is kind of my rightful place here. It wouldn't be a Ravens offseason if there wasn't at some point a gun or an arrest or a crime sprinkled in somewhere. This is like every fucking year with them.
And boy, that has to be one of the most wild stories I've heard.
Yeah, kudos to Earl Thomas for fucking pulling the London Bridge with his fucking brother. I mean,
bro goals.
Sure.
Nah, you can keep those bro goals.
As long as they high five during it, that's all that matters. Either way, this is such fucking nonsense. Really?
Yeah.
First off, Earl Thomas needs to listen to Shaggy. Wasn't me. You got to learn how to get caught. How to not get caught. Secondly,
Yeah.
you're a stupid motherfucker if you get caught cheating.
On
Mhm.
quarantine.
Yeah, during fucking
Quarantine.
quarantine.
Like, there's no way for you to be going anywhere. She knows you're doing something wrong.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I think that a lot of motherfuckers are getting caught during quarantine right now because they know that where the fuck are you going, nigga? Where are you going?
there's
Yeah,
no
but-
gym, there's no practice facility, there's none of that.
Yeah, but the smartest man was fucking CD Lamb.
Yeah, that phone
Mhm.
snatch.
Quick, fast, in a hurry. You see it? Them hands? Y'all see them hands?
Shut up.
Catch
First
his
off,
phone like he's
that
catching his
motherfucker,
phone.
CD
You
Lamb
gonna
might
catch
have,
the ball like that.
CD Lamb might have about 1,000 career yards against my fucking Mountaineers. I saw that motherfucker for years. You don't have to tell me about how he catches a fucking football.
Nice, baby.
All right.
I don't know
Nah,
if you guys noticed. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't know if you guys noticed like some of the other teams' schedules, but one of the teams that I noticed was the Patriots. And the weirdest thing to me, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but they have one of the toughest, if not the toughest schedule this year. Does anybody find that weird that they have the toughest schedule the year after Brady leaves?
Oh, no, because what it is, the schedules are usually done beforehand.
Yeah, right.
Before
and,
when?
I think, and the schedules go based on, I think, the record the previous year as well.
Yeah.
So if you had a decent you played decent, they give you more of a tougher schedule year by year.
Right.
So
But
Yeah.
the
I don't think
Patriots were worse than they ever were last year.
Yeah, but they still won the
They still
division.
made the playoffs and won their division.
Right, but they do that every year, and they almost every year have an easy schedule.
But easy because they're division and they had Tom Brady.
Partially because of the division, but they don't know. Besides last year, they don't really have. Their schedules aren't tough to me. Besides last year they had a little bit of a tough schedule, but other than that, every year, years before that, I don't remember them having really tough schedules.
And just to go, you're not gonna see any of us fucking feel bad for the Patriots having a hard schedule because they don't have a quarterback.
Right.
Not my
Yeah.
fucking.
No,
brain.
I don't.
No.
I kind of feel bad a little bit.
I
This
don't.
is why, because I think that I'm just making I'm not saying this is fact, but part of me believes that the NFL is trying to make it to where Brady is more successful than Belichick. I think that's possible. I'm not saying it is. It's happening, but I think it's definitely possible that the league would try to make its player look better than its coach. So they would try to,
You really
do
think
whatever
that?
they could to make Brady win, especially it being the Super Bowl being in Tampa.
Yeah, but
It's never been done before that a team plays the Super Bowl in their hometown. Like, I'm not saying it's happening, but I can see some fishy shit going on.
I can. Here's my against that. It's known that Goodell doesn't like Brady.
I don't know.
He loves Robert Kraft.
Right.
Exactly. He's a Kraft guy, not a
I
Brady.
don't know.
I
don't know.
Like I said, it's just probably a coincidence because, like I said, most of these schedules are done in advance before like free agency and stuff like this happens.
Right.
Yeah.
But
The schedule's put out not knowing where the fuck Tom Brady's going. Like, I think the only thing that gets
not fully.
the only thing
I
that
don't think
gets
the full
weighted,
schedule is.
the only thing that gets weighted on is, I guess, whether it's prime time or not.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was my 2 cents on that. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, and like I said, fuck the Patriots. Who cares if they had if they have a tough schedule? Tough shit.
All right. So now in this segment of the podcast, we're going to talk about some of the key games that we personally want to see as fans and shit like that. We got the Sunday night games and we got the Monday night games. I don't know. Luke, do you have Thursday night games?
Not in front of me. I have the list of the quote unquote best primetime games of the year.
All right, so look, let's do it like this. We'll pick our 2 or maybe 3 favorite games that we want to watch personally.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna go first. I want to say week 1, but I can't say week 1, which is Texans versus Chiefs. The reason why I'm not is because the Texans don't have the same team. It's not the same as it was last year. But the importance of that is that we obviously know what happened in the playoffs last year with Houston being up 21 points and then the Chiefs coming back and beating them. So it's definitely a revenge game for the Texans, but I think we can all agree that the Chiefs will probably still win that. Anyone else? We'll go back and forth.
Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna take that week 1 matchup. Saints Bucks. Who don't want to see Brady Breeze?
Yeah,
you're right.
The 2 top quarterbacks in our era right now.
Yeah. Both of my games revolve around the Chiefs. We got week 6, Chiefs at Buffalo.
That's a good one.
Thursday night.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
And then week 3, Monday night, Chiefs at Ravens.
Okay. My second one, I'm gonna stay with the Saints, and Sean's been using this one a lot this podcast. Revenge game.
Yep.
Saints Vikings.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What? Got to.
Yeah. This one's on you.
Another game for me. I don't know if you mentioned it already. Steelers and Bills. I know you talked about it in your.
Yeah, I didn't want to shed more light on that one.
Right. But yeah, that's another one.
That game's gonna have a lot more importance when we have an idea of the playoff picture. I'm sure Buffalo
Absolutely.
at that point.
That might be the game Buffalo clinches the AFC East.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
And that depending upon a couple different things, that could be, I don't want to say do or die for Pittsburgh, but that could be a humongous game in terms of just like how bad do we need that one.
One thing that I'm shocked that's not on this schedule, and maybe I'm missing it, and if I am, maybe you guys can find it for me. But I do not see a Green Bay versus 49ers game on. And that would be a beautiful game to watch after we saw what happened last year.
Green Bay, it's on there. Week 9.
It's on there?
Green Bay at San Francisco.
What week?
9.
Oh, so it's a Monday night game? Because I have only Sunday night.
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday night. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a game I would love to see, especially after we saw last year. With the 49ers being a different team a little bit this year, I think we'll have a different outcome as far as how the game is, the overall outcome would be. But I think it'll still be a good game. For sure. And that's pretty much it for as far as key games that I pointed out. Is there any other games that you guys wanted to point out?
I think a game that'll be flexed into primetime will be Steeler Cowboy.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely the history that we have, both of our teams.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I'm sure. The other thing that I wanted to point out, not games. I don't know if all the fans know this, but I heard recently, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, that if the season is pushed back even a week, that they might have to push the whole season back for a few months. And that not only just week 1 in the regular season, that's the playoffs, that's everything. So we could potentially be seeing the Super Bowl in May.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be different. So but obviously we're not gonna know until we get closer to that time. We're a few months away. But as the closer we get, the more we'll know. But hopefully we will get our season that we all been asking for, because the past 3 months have been shit for us all as far as not having sports.
Yeah.
Shout out to the UFC for giving us our first little bit of live sports this past weekend.
Right. Yeah. Shout out to anybody that's trying to give us anything as far as sports
No,
goes,
the
because
UFC, the
we're all
UFC was
dying.
not first. The KBO was first. Recognized Korean baseball.
Oh, speak of the KBO, don't you have some news about that too?
I don't actually.
Didn't they cancel the season?
Nope, that's the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, that
They
was for
have the
next year.
same shit though,
No,
right?
that was for next year. The WBC was supposed to be next year.
Yeah.
They pushed it to what, 2023?
2024.
24? Yeah.
Or 23.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So I read it wrong. I just know they had like the same colors and shit, so I thought it was the same thing.
Yeah, it's a similar logo. That I'll give
Okay.
it.
All right. Other than that, that is it. We don't have anything else as far as football goes, but the closer we get, the more we'll have to talk. But other than that, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share. And if you want to get early access to these episodes, sign up for Patreon for as low as $1 a month, and you get exclusive episodes. You know, all of them every day, every time that we put them up. So sign up. It's in all the links: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Other than that, it's your boy Jones, Luke, E, Locker Room Sundays, Jones of the Sports. We make sports better, baby.
Peace.
Hey.